guys, today we're going to be talking about the Pretty Vulgar line. I ended up picking up more products from the line, and I wanted to just kind of show you how they worked, how they last throughout the day, and what my thoughts are on all the things that I picked up. I picked up an eyeliner, I picked up one of their shadow palettes, I got their blush, and one of their matte lipsticks as well. So I wanted to kind of show you how it lasts throughout the day and what it does on my face. If I think it's something that you should purchase, it's a little kind of, you know, on the higher end side. So we're going to go ahead and go to the swatches. There are two swatches in this next clip that you're going to see from left to right, top to bottom on the palette. So it's going to be the first top swatches you'll see would be here, and it's going to go like this, and then like this, all the way to the bottom. After you see the swatches, I'm going to go into the demo of the look, and then I will give you my final thoughts at the end of the day as to what I think about the full line that I picked up. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoy this. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. Alright, so first off, I'm going to start off with a Wet n Wild primer, and we're going to go right into the palette. We're going to start with the color Hide and Seek, which is going to be pan color. I'm going to go right in my crease with that. I think Hide and Seek is a really pretty color. Really nice transition color. Then we're going to go into the color Flip Out. It's going to be the brown color. We're just putting this in the outer V and then dragging it in just a little bit in the crease. You can see that's a really pigmented color. You don't even, I'm just tapping like that to get the colors. Then I'm going to take a flat brush. I'm going to go right into Pillow Talk, which is going to be the middle color here. Right in the center of the eye. Just like that. I'm going to go back into Flip Out here. Alright, and then I'm going to take a small angled brush. I'm going to go into Swamp. Just like that. And then I'm going to take another little brush, just a flat tip brush, and go into Pillow Talk. And go right here in the corner and bring it out there as well. So that's it for this. Now I'm going to take the eyeliner. It's just a pot eyeliner, so it's just your gel liner. Alright, let's go on with the wing. And there we go. Does a really good job. It's matte and it's jet black. Alright, just like that. Now, the blush, which is called Make Them Blush, and it's in Sweet Revenge number 14. I'll show you what that looks like. Just like that. A very pretty peachy color. Go ahead and show you how it goes on. This is a blush that you can build if you want to, or just leave it very subtle. Like that. Alright. And then I'm going to take the lip liner. And then the lipstick I got is in Backstabber. So these are really cute. They have like a little bird on them. I have been wearing it for the last week so I can give it a good test. So the bird's already coming out, but they're really, really cute. Alright, so there's a lipstick as well. So I'm going to go finish my face and then I'll be right back. Give you guys the time because I'm going to show you how long this stuff will last on my face throughout the day. I'm going to go to work. Alright guys, so this is the final look. It is now 7:22 in the morning. So I'll come back at the end of the day to show you how this eyeshadow, liner, and lipstick and blush will last on my face. So I'm gonna head to work and I'll show you at the end of the day what it looks like. I'll give you my final thoughts on the things that I picked up in the line. Alright guys, so it is my lunch hour right now. I'm getting ready to go back to work. I had to run to the store during lunch. It's 1:43 in the afternoon. doing a quick check-in. So the lipstick is still hanging in there. I've had a sandwich. I've been drinking out of a water bottle all day. I had some almonds, but I did have a sandwich. So as you can see, it kind of rubbed off, but in 6.5 hours, I think it's been about 6.5 hours, it's still hanging in there. So I'm gonna put some more on. There we go. So there, it didn't make much of a change, but you can see a little bit of a difference in the lipstick. The eye makeup is still hanging in pretty strong for the most part. I do have some bleeding here under the eyes here from the top where the eyeliner was. Let me get in close so you can see that. There we go. You see that bleeding there? Not so much on this side, but on this side I do. So that's something to be aware of with the eyeliner. But we are just 6.5 hours in. So I'm going to go back to work. I'll be back at the end of the day and I shall talk to you later. Bye bye guys. Alright guys, so it is now the end of my day. It is 4:52 in the afternoon, evening-ish. And we are seeing how well the eyeshadow, the lipstick, the blush, and the eyeliner did from Pretty Vulgar. So I think that the eyeshadows have lasted very well throughout the day. I think we started at 7, I would say about 7, between 7 and 7:30. I can't remember the exact time it was that we started this morning. So I would say it's anywhere between 9.5 hours and 10 hours that I've had the eyeshadow on, and it still pretty much looks the same as far as that goes. So I think that the eyeshadow palette itself, as far as the wear time, is really good. I've worn this eyeshadow palette for longer than 10 to 12 hours and it stays on really rather well. There are a few of them, like the one called Break Free, which is this one here. It has a lot of glitter fallout in it, and so by the end of the day you do have some glitter fallout. I think that if you were to use a glitter glue, that may help. I haven't tried it that way. And then this one here called Touch, which is kind of a brown gold color here. That one also has a little bit of just tiny little glitter fallout. And I Spy, this one here, has a little bit of glitter fallout as well. So be aware of that. I think the mattes blend out really nice in this palette, and I love the way the shimmers actually look on the eye. They do look really, really nice, aside from the glitter fallout. So I do like this palette for the fact that it lasts a really long time on the eye, and it is very true to color. I do think it's really similar to the Naked palettes from Urban Decay. I think they're called the Naked palettes, and I think it's really similar in colors to the Naked Smoky. I think that's what it's called, but it does remind me a lot of that palette, that particular palette, when it comes to the eyeshadows. Do not find any faults other than the fallout with some of the glitter fallout that you have. Other than that, the rest of the shadows are really nice. It is a one-trick pony type of palette, so you will get a lot of similar looks with it, and it's going to be really dark, hence the word Nightingale in the palette. Alright, so the blush. I think the blush has lasted for a good time. I still have blush on. I'm going to just put a little bit more on one side so you can see the difference here. Let's see. There. So I just put some more on, and then here's this side. So you can still see the blush on this side. It fades away gradually, and it doesn't leave a mess on your face. I really do like this particular color, the Sweet Revenge color, number 14. And I would recommend this blush. I know that there are other blushes out there that last longer on the face. I do have oily skin, so that's something to keep in mind. If you don't have oily skin, this may last on you a lot longer than it does on my face, but it lasts a good 6 to 7 hours on my face before it starts to really fade away on the skin. I like the color, and so this is something that I would recommend for somebody that's looking for blush. So this one is a semi-matte. It has a little bit of shimmer in it, but not too much. And for the full price of this one, it would be $26. The palette itself was $36. So the eyeshadow palette. So that's something to keep in mind. I am not sure. I think that the Urban Decay palettes are around $49. So if you're looking for something in that dark palette, I would go for this. I think it's a really nice one, instead of getting the one from Urban Decay. But that's just my opinion. I haven't tried the one from Urban Decay. For $26, I think that you may be able to find similar type of blushes in the drugstore for a little bit cheaper, so that's something to keep in mind as well. But since I have this one, I think this is a really nice blush and I do like it, so I don't really have any faults with it at all. It lasts on my face for as long as the other blushes that I've tried from other higher end companies. So next we're going to move on to the ink gel liner. This is $24 and you are getting approximately 6 grams, which is 0.2 ounces. The one thing I don't like about this liner is that when you open it up, it is jet black in there, so you can't really see, you know, what you're doing when you're sticking your brush in there to get the product out. So that's one thing that I don't like. I wish they would have made it like a light gray on the inside or coated it with something a little bit different so you can see what you're doing. As far as that goes, I love the packaging on this. I think the packaging is genius. It's really, really cute. It sits on your makeup desk really nicely and it just looks really, really pretty on there. It's a very sturdy glass, so that's really nice as well. Again, like I said, for $26, is it $26? Yes, $24. I don't know that I can suggest it. I've had other liners from the drugstore. This one here from L'Oreal, the liquid liner, 24-hour L'Oreal Infallible liquid liner. I feel like it's a little bit better than the one from Pretty Vulgar. Again, that is just my opinion. I've noticed when I first tried it out, it was a very cool day. We were getting snow. I've had it for, I would say, almost 2 weeks now. And I've been using it on a daily basis to get to know this product, and on a cooler day I don't have any issues with it whatsoever. The days that it's really hot out and you sweat and you get sweat on your face, I've noticed that it does transfer. And like today we had rain and there was humidity, and I do have some transfer from the liner up here on top. I don't know if you can see it. It's very subtle, but it is definitely there. And then right here in the corner of my eye, it is definitely transferring down here. So it's not a waterproof gel liner. Nope, I'm looking at it. It doesn't say that it's waterproof. So that's something to think about when you're getting this. If you have issues with watery eyes, it's definitely going to transfer. And I did put it in the water, in the upper water line this morning. I didn't put that on camera, but I did put some on there, and it did transfer down here throughout the day. So I don't know that I could recommend it. I love the fact that it's super matte and super black and it glides on very well. But if it's something that you want to wear on a hot day, you're going to be out sweating, it may be a mess for you. So I would give this a 2.5 out of 5. I would say it has really cute packaging. I love the concept of it, but it's just something that if you have watery eyes, if you live in a humid place, if it rains a lot, if it's not, if you're just going to get it all over your face. That's just my opinion, again, and my experiences with this particular eyeliner. All right, so next we have the lipstick here. Bury Them With Your Smile matte lipstick is what they're called. So they look like this. Very cute packaging. Again, it's very sturdy. It's almost like a metal packaging. $24, and they have 8 different colors in their line. I love the packaging. It's super cute. The lipstick itself is really nice. It does have a little bird embossed in it there. You probably can't see it in the camera, but it's definitely there. I've used it a lot. A $24 lipstick. It's not cheap by any means. It does last a good 6 hours on my lips through eating and drinking. The one thing I can say about this is, I mean, the packaging is lovely. I think they did such a good job on all their packaging of products. I just think that there are other lipsticks like this that are matte that do the same thing that this does at a cheaper price. I have a lot of matte lipsticks from e.l.f. and they last about the same amount of time as these do, and I think that I could probably get this color in that particular line as well from e.l.f. and be just as happy with it. So it really is, again, a toss-up on whether you really love the Pretty Vulgar line enough to buy it just for the packaging, if it's something that you want to have on your makeup table to keep forever and just keep it because it's really, really pretty, or if you're just buying it because you really love matte lipsticks but you don't want to spend the money for it. Like I said, the matte lipsticks from e.l.f. last just as long on my lips as this did, so it's kind of a toss-up for me, but I think I could find something at a cheaper price that does the same thing. So that again is my opinion on this. I think it's a lovely lipstick. I think it lasts for a really nice time and it's super matte. But again, is it worth the price? I don't know. It's up to you. I'm just giving you my review on it. So that is all of the items that I have from Pretty Vulgar. It's kind of a toss-up for me. I think that their eyeshadows are really nice. They do have some glitter fallout, but most of even most higher end products do, when they have glitter, have some fallout, so I will not blame them for that. I think this is a really nice palette. I have not tried the other two yet, but this one was the one that I wanted to try because I never got the one from Urban Decay and I thought it was similar to it. So I think that for the $36, this is not a bad palette at all. The blush is really nice. I like that as well. The lipstick is nice. I like it as well. The one thing that I do not like as much as I thought I was going to is the liner, because it does do the transfer. So when I first started wearing this, I loved it, but the more I wore it and as the days got hotter and more humid here where I live, it started to transfer, and I could not recommend it for anybody that has that kind of humidity in the area where they live, or if their eyes water. I don't think that this is going to work for you. But other than that, I do like the other items. I just think that there are other items out there that are cheaper when it comes to the lipstick. Maybe the blush, and the eyeshadow palette is very pretty. I like it as well. So that is my opinion on the Pretty Vulgar line. Let me know if you've tried this line, if you have the same thoughts that I do, or if you think that I'm completely wrong and crazy and have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm only able to give you my opinion on how the items actually work on my face. They may work completely different on other people's faces, and I do have oily skin, so things kind of work a little bit different on me when it comes to that. But that is my full review on the items I picked up. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will talk to you guys on Sunday. Bye guys!